Good morning, ladies and gents. Gex here, doing a bit of Necronomicon on the PS1. Now, full disclaimer, I have actually got part 1 of Necronomicon already on my channel from about 3 years ago, but I never finished it because I had problems with the capture card, and also it just, I don't know, it just didn't seem to kind of, didn't fully pan out as I wanted it to, and also my commentary back then was very quiet. And just generally not particularly entertaining. So what I'm going to do, I have already pretty much completed this game, but I'm going to re-record part 1. What made that noise? Yeah, re-record part 1 and then just basically upload a load at once. So here we go. So this should explain some of the backstory, because this is a typical kind of Lovecraftian weird, you know, spirits and all that kind of thing. Spirits and dark ones and deep ones and all kind of malarkey. So anyway, we shall see how we get on. So yes, I had massive issues recording this initially. The previous capture card, the Hopog, did not like it at all. So I'm using an Elgato now, and the picture quality isn't as sharp, but at least it doesn't keep cutting out. So 6 to 1, as you might say. I do love this game. It's a point and click, but it's not what you'd expect in a point and click. It's a little bit different, but anyway, and it is quite creepy. It's subtly creepy. It's not sort of chainsaws and flying heads and stuff, but it is a bit, you know, eerie. So yeah, anyway, we're going to get into the story here. We'll find out who the main characters are, and I'd say I'll probably upload about 4 or 5 parts of this all together. See what you think. This is not for everyone. This is going to be quite a slow-paced game, as far as I'm aware. Oh, hello. Yeah, there's no kind of way. Here we go. So yeah, there's no kind of like mad gunplay or anything like that. It is just, as you can see, it is point and click, but you can kind of move around. I'm using a PS mouse as well, so which does help a little bit. But anyway, right, we had a knock on the door. Let's go and check who it was, and we'll find out a bit of backstory about who these people are and stuff. Yeah, unfortunately, the one thing is load times on this, sadly, are a bit duff. But anyway, so we had a sharp knock on the door from somebody who looked a little bit panicky. So let's see what. See what he had to say.
William, what's going on? Listen, to look at me, you'd think I'm not right in the head. But the reasons for my condition are far more awful than mere madness. William, what I've discovered goes beyond understanding. You just have to believe me. We're all in the gravest danger. That's why I keep on looking. But the more I learn, the more this thing devours me. I've been sentenced to death, William. For our friendship's sake, I ask you to look after this. Don't speak of it to anyone. Don't give it to anyone. Not even to me. Especially if I ask for it.
Well, that was a slightly odd conversation, wasn't it? So we have no idea at the moment what this object is. He's supposed to be a good friend of ours, who just seems to be a little bit out of his mind at the moment. So we're going to find out what the hell's going on. And we should, in a minute, get another knock on the door in a minute. I think. Sorry, I keep hearing my phone. I keep thinking I hear my phone go off, but it's not. It's. I don't know what it is. In fact, I keep hearing strange noises behind me. It's ghosts of Lovecraft. So we should get another knock in a minute. But we can grab some stuff while we're here, I believe. I'll show you how the inventory thing works. You've got this kind of wheel of items that you can select. So this is our house, obviously, at the moment. We're living in a kind of typical Midwestern town. It's supposed to be about, I don't know, early 1900s, I think. So that's the object we picked up. Weird, but yeah, but all these little circles can be other objects, and there's maps and items and all sorts of stuff, as you shall see. But we've got to find out what the hell's going on here. Ah, he beat me to it. I was going to go raid the drawer, but we have another knock at the door, but it's a different person this time. So yeah, this isn't blind. Later on, it is blind, but I played this many years ago when I was a tiny wee sprog, back on the original, obviously. Well, this is on PS1, of course, but yeah, back when it first came out, and loved it.
Mr. William Stanton, I presume. Allow me to introduce myself, Dr. Robert Eagleton, physician and friend of Sir Christopher Wycherley. I would like to talk to you about his son, Edgar Wycherley, who, if I'm not mistaken, is a friend of yours. I know Edgar too well not to notice the signs of insane delirium. It's a unique case. The terror he's experiencing cannot be easily dismissed. Are you aware of the rumors circulating about Dr. Owens in Pawtuxet Village? I fear greatly for your friend. So do his parents, and some of my psychiatric colleagues are talking of internment. You see, I would greatly value your considered opinion. Please, would you pay him a visit?
Yes, of course I will.
Thank you, William. Here's my telephone number. Contact me as soon as you run into him again. Goodbye, young fellow. Thank you again for your help.
There we go. So that sort of is a bit more story. But we're now free to leave the building, and you can walk, or we can even get. I think we've got a motorbike, I believe, and we're going to use that. Old school motorbike, of course. But yeah, this is very atmospheric. This game. It's as I say, it's not. Oh, I don't know if you could really call it horror. It's got horror aspects, but it's more eerie than horror. But I love it. I love all this sort of stuff. Now. Oh, hang on. No, we've gone the wrong way. We need to get a key first. I think there's a key on this table. We have now got a phone number and a weird black pyramid. Here we go. There should be, if I remember rightly, yoink, and then that key lets us have access to our bureau, which is over to the side, which is this thing. However, it's weird in here because we sort of seem to take like a small handful of coins, and yet there seems to be enough money for the entire game. And there's a rip-off guy, like a shopkeeper in town, who keeps charging us ludicrous amounts of money for objects, and yet we always seem to have the money for it, which seems odd, but anyway. Anyway, so we use the key. Yes, that's Dr. Eagleton. So, his dad is a friend of ours. Yeah, no. He's a friend of Wycherley's dad, and it's Wycherley that's gone a bit weird. Edgar Wycherley. And you'll find out what that's all about in a minute. Nice, so we got that, and we got that, and we're out of here. So we've got keys and coins. And so you can, it kind of, I quite like the look of this. It's almost got a VR look about it, in the fact that you can kind of, you know, do literally a 360 here and from the spot kind of thing. Reminds me a bit of PSVR, but and the image sort of stretches a little bit. So it's not the clearest. I've got to be honest, it really is not the clearest. But then I'm playing this off a PlayStation. This is not a PC emulation. This is being played with a PS1 on an HD TV, on a massive HD TV. So it's not really designed for this. But anyway. But we got questions to ask. We need to find out more about Wycherley and where he lives and all the rest of it. So we got a motorbike. But this is outdoors. So here we are. Now I believe if we use the motorbike keys, where are they? Come on, come on, come on. Come on, Bennett. I tell you, the loading times on this is where it all falls down. But yeah, there we go. We only ever have to do this once, thankfully, which is good. But anyway, we should get a little film clip of us. There we go. We should get a little film clip of us riding off on our bike, or at least starting up the bike. Now, unfortunately, because of the way the capture card works, when a film clip kicks off on the TV, I can't see it at all. The screen just goes black, so I have to then look at the capture card preview on the Elgato software to see what the hell's going on. So yeah, it's a bit weird, but it must just be the format or something. It keeps jumping between 50 Hz and 25 Hz. There we go. There we are. And we're now in, there's our bike. We're now in the town of Pawtuxet, which is a kind of typical, as I say, semi-derelict Innsmouth style village. But and if we wander into town a bit more, my god, that picture's so pixelated. But anyway, we wander into town a bit more. This is the shop coming up on the left, which we shall go to soon. Crumb and Son, General Merchant. And there's a pub and there's docks and all sorts, and there's the main church, which I don't think, bizarrely enough, you don't go into the church at all during the main game. And I think... See, I just recorded a little bit just as a testing to see if it worked, and I basically got up to the... Let's see if we can talk to this guy. Up to the bit where you talk to this old lady and offer her some money, and she tells you to go to the general store. Oh, he will talk. Probably won't say very much.
Excuse me. Could you tell me where Edgar Wycherley lives?
Wycherley, eh? No. Don't know him.
Yeah, you see these creepy old salty sea types. Another one over there. Let's see if we can talk to him briefly, and then we'll go. I know where we're supposed to go. I haven't really conversed with these lot before, so let's see what he has to say. And there is a pub somewhere. Is it this building? Might be the next building. There is a town drinking establishment. Yeah, I literally can't see what that says. That's annoying. It's so pixelated and dark. Let's see what this guy has to say. Probably nothing, with his tankard of grog.
Good day, sir. Do you, by chance, know where Edgar Wycherley lives, please?
Edgar Wycherley? Who might that be?
He's having none of it. He's having his pint of Adnams. He doesn't care, does he? He doesn't care at all. So yeah, the only person in town that will talk to us is this little old lady who is... I've forgotten where she is actually. I'm pretty sure she's over here. See, I normally don't like point and click stuff at all, but this one, I don't know, it's just the atmosphere and the kind of eeriness, and this, I will say, I know I say it several times in the upcoming episodes, but this really reminds me of like my hometown back on the East Coast. But now there should be an alleyway. Here we go. And it should just be up here. So there's a little old lady that yeah, just round this corner. Quite hard to find actually, because it's one of these weird point and click things where you can't just literally go anywhere. You can only go like in specific directions and that, even though the camera's like 360. And there should be. There she is. And I think she says basically, give me some money.
Man's looking for, he should ask Ma Brady.
Yeah, I'm sure she says give me some money. Right. Because these lot are all quite hard up. Not two pennies to rub together. I was going to say not a penny to rub together. That'd be quite hard to rub one penny together, but anyway. Right, so we got money. Interestingly enough, boring point, but I'm going to say it anyway. When you get matches later on, you have like, I think you buy like 9 matches, and each time you use one, it disappears. Whereas with the coins, it always stays as 4 coins. But yeah, I worked out. Oh, anyway, yeah, never mind. I can't be bothered. Hang on. Oh, I just what I had to pay for money.
I'm looking for Edgar Wycherley's residence. Do you know it?
For a few coins, kind soul.
Oh, now she wants the money. Yeah, all she does is tells us to go at the shop. Which is not particularly... Well, I mean, you wouldn't think you need to pay somebody to tell you to go at the shop, but anyway, fair enough. Fair enough, not going to argue. Can't argue with a game like this. Right. Let's give her the weird pyramid thing. Do you know, because I haven't actually fully finished the game. I've got on to about 2/3 of the way through disc 2, because this is on 2 discs as well. And I still haven't used the black pyramid yet, I don't think, so not that I remember. So I still don't know what it's for.
Go see Mr. Crumb at the grocery store. You can't miss it.
There we go. So basically, this is where I finished recording it. This was back in, literally in 2014, I think it was, I last did that bit. Essentially the second part will kick off from here. I'll just have a very quick little wander, because I just, as I say, I haven't really taken the time to properly look around the town, actually. But yeah, just want to have a look just to make 100% sure you can't go in the church. I'm 99.9% certain you can't, but... And then part 2 will kick off just where I've just left, talking to that lady. But I'm just going to have a little peek, just out of curiosity. Brooding skies. This is the wind whipping through the town. I love it. I absolutely love the atmosphere in this game. And the cry of seagulls and stuff. Love it. There we go. Hear the seagulls now. It's interesting actually, because I can actually hear genuine IRL seagulls out the window as well. So it's like slightly confusing as to which is which. I mean, you'd think in a game like this that you would be definitely having to go to the church at some point. But yeah, you can't even go up to it. But yeah. Pawtuxet Church. But anyway, yeah, so the general store is this white building, I believe, up ahead. And we're going to load up on provisions. Yeah, there we go. Crumb and Son, General Merchant. Never see the sun, unless he is the sun, I don't know. But anyway, we'll leave it there for the minute. So thank you very much for watching this part. As I say, it is quite a good little mystery as it starts to unfold. And it does get quite creepy and eerie, and there's all summoning spirits and all sorts of shenanigans, occult shenanigans. So yeah, join me again for part 2, and we shall see where the game takes us. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I shall see you again very soon.